Hello everybody, this is Doctrzombie here, and I'm doing kind of another vlog. I've talked a little bit in the past about one of my other hobbies that's not YouTube, as being myrmecology or formicology, or basically keeping pet ants. And some of you expressed a little interest in that, and I know some of you even have done that on the side. But here's what I've got so far this year. Now, I've caught a lot of queens this year, most of which don't make it. That's just the way they are. But I've got a couple of colonies here that have actually took off okay, and one of them I actually acquired in the wake of Hurricane Florence. One of the tree limbs on my property fell down, and inside of it was an entire colony of ants. I don't know the exact species, but let me see if I can get a good zoomed in picture of these guys. They're eating a beetle larva I dropped in on them. Some kind of dark-colored, black-colored species with a thin thorax. I don't believe it's a phenogasters. They don't move their gasters around like a pheno or chromatogasters do. But there they are. They're like chowing down on this. It's pretty cool. So what I've got here is I've got a basic setup. I've got a Tupperware container with some baby powder around the top. And that kind of acts as a barrier, so they fall in if they try to escape. Usually, it acts as enough of a deterrent, at least for this species. If it were something like fire ants, they probably wouldn't be. I'd have to reapply it all the time or something. But inside you can see I've got this red cylinder. What it actually is it's a plain plastic test tube, similar to this thing here. It's got a cotton ball halfway in, and the rest of it's filled with water. Now this one's dry. It's dried up a long time ago. I just haven't gotten around to cleaning it yet. But that is then wrapped up with plain tissue paper, red tissue paper. Reds can't actually see red light, so the tissue paper acts as like complete darkness for them. So they've kind of pushed all of the sand in the front of the container here up into the tube, creating a very thin tunnel opening that they can easily, defend and block. And when they're not out collecting food like they are right now, mostly they hide inside. There's only a few of them that come in and out. But this colony does have hundreds of ants. And like I said, I acquired it directly from a tree. But I thought it would be cool to show off not just that colony, but some of the others. Now, I would lift the tube up and open it and show you guys the inside, and I'll do that in a future video if you'd like to see it. But right now, since they're like in the middle of eating, I don't want to do that because I'll really stress everybody out. Just threw a glove over here to kind of keep it dark. But I got 4 other colonies, 3 of which I'm pretty sure are different types of Pheidole, which are known as big-headed ants. You can kind of see the queen here. These are much smaller than the one I just showed you, number-wise, but you got a couple of Pheidole ants running around there. And then this one here is also Pheidole. This one's a little bit bigger even. She's doing very well. Let's see if I can find the queen there. She's in the corner. It's tough to see. It's a little dark in here because I try not to stress them out when I'm viewing them. But she's got quite a few nantics. Her first couple brood. This one here is not doing very well. She's had multiple broods that all of her workers have died. I believe she's got one there right now that's still alive, and she's got a couple eggs, but like the cotton is getting moldy and she digs into it so it floods, and she doesn't seem to be doing too well. But then this here is probably the colony that's done the best that I caught from just a queen. This is a Nylandaria, extremely tiny species. These guys are only a few millimeters long, and you could see a whole bunch of cocoons there that are ready to emerge. And these guys are probably numbering in the 30s now. They're doing spectacular. This was my most populous colony prior to catching the one that I just caught from the tree. Now, their queen is somewhere in the back here, but she's also fairly tiny. This is the maximum zoom, and it gets a little blurry, especially looking through the glass there. But this is a very basic setup. You got water in the back, cotton ball barrier, and then a cotton ball at the end to keep them inside the tube. And then you put food on a little piece of tin foil, honey, and sometimes bug guts. Whatever kind of creature I managed to snatch in the garden and crush up for them. Right now what they have is a piece of an earwig that I managed to pinch. A lot of ant keepers will not feed their ants bugs that they catch. They'll feed them homegrown food. but I figure, you know, I caught these outside. What they're going to eat is basically outside anyway. But it does introduce a bit of a risk with parasites or whatnot. So anyway, that's just a real quick video here of my like ant colonies. I was excited to show off this new one here and give you a good look at them just chowing down on this beetle larva. But if you guys want to see more of this, let me know. If you definitely don't want to see any of it, let me know. And I won't show you anymore. But I thought it'd be cool. Some people were asking about it, kind of like when I did the D&D videos or the podcasts, really. And not sure what happened to the end of the video there, but that was about it. So I'll see you next time.